Hey everyone, it's Tony from ParentSquare here, and in this video, we're talking about forms and permission slips, the easiest way to send, receive, and manage forms data, permission slips, and even e-signatures, all from within ParentSquare. No more rifling through bags, chasing down parents, or switching platforms. See whose forms are completed, whose are not, fill in forms on your user's behalf, and even send a friendly reminder with just one click to only those who need one. Our second grade is taking a field trip to a local adventure course. I want to communicate this to my families, ask their permission, and obtain any other relevant information to help keep my students safe and happy. So, I'll create a quick permission slip, add a question or two, and send it out all within ParentSquare. For this part, I'm logged in as a teacher. Let's go. Each form begins with a post, and here's mine. To add a form or permission slip, I'll choose Forms Permissions in the left side navigation bar. Then, I'll choose the date that I need my form completed by. I want them all back one day before our trip. As a teacher, I can access any forms or permission slips my school or district has shared with me by selecting right here and choosing from this dropdown. This time, I'm creating my own, so I'll select Create a New Form. Notice that by default, Require Student Information is selected. I love this because ParentSquare will auto-populate student information for parents. This means less data entry and fewer points of failure. It's also important to note that ParentSquare limits responses to 1 per student, eliminating any duplicates. Now let's add that permission slip with just a click. I'll select the box next to Form Requires Signature. Here, ParentSquare is asking me what type of form or slip do I want. Each one is already built. To see a preview of each, I'll hit Show Disclaimer here. We have permission, approval, and verification. This permission option is just what I need. If we want parents to submit files or pictures as attachments, we can. Click here next to Form Can Have Attachments. Then, choose whether attachments like doctor's notes or physicals are optional or mandatory. I'll go ahead and deselect this box. If we have any additional questions, we can add them here at the bottom. It's easy. I'll enter my question here in this box. I'll identify my answer type here, either short answer, paragraph, select one, select many, or choose a date. Mine is simply a yes or no question, so I will choose select one. I'll type yes in this first line here, hit enter, and add no to the line below. It's important to note that each separate answer must live on its own separate line. We are all set for our adventure, so let's post this now, and then take a look from the parent perspective. Check it out. Here is our field trip post. I'll tap to expand, scroll through to read, and then choose Forms at the top. Notice that my child's information is already here. I'll answer that additional question right here, saying yes, and then I'll scroll on down to review and sign this form. That's what I'll tap. Here, I see a PDF version of the form, which I can review. If I need to make changes, I'll select Back to Form in the bottom left corner. If everything looks good, it's time to sign. So I'll tap Sign Document in the bottom right. This part is kind of important. When parents sign, their name must be spelled exactly the same as it is in ParentSquare. I'll enter mine and indicate my approval. If I want to view my completed form, that's what I'll tap. And here it is. Now that we have parents interacting with this form, let me show you how to retrieve your data from the forms report. Now let's switch back to our teacher account. Once sent, I can access all forms data and responses by choosing the gear cog in the upper right of my post, hovering over Forms at the bottom, and then choosing View Report just to the left. At the top, we see the total number of forms distributed, 1 per student, those completed, and those awaiting a reply. We can read through our data in the table below, export it as a CSV, or print it out. Clicking the hyperlinked number above awaiting reply shows us each student whose form was not completed. If a parent prints out and then hands in a paper copy, we can mark it as complete right here. Or we can fill in the form on a parent's behalf right here. If that's the case, I'll select Fill Form, choose the parent I'm completing this for at the very top, answer the additional question, and indicate that I do indeed have permission to submit this form on behalf of the selected parent before granting approval. Now, let's send a reminder to only those who have yet to complete our form. Again, I'll select the number above awaiting reply in the upper right. This time, I'll select the button above my table that says Send Reminder here. Then, hit Send. And one more thing, this is really cool. Each e-signature comes downloadable with its own audit log. First, we'll click on the number above completed, and then navigate all the way to the right of our data table. Find the signature you're looking for, and click Download. Let me show you what it looks like. If you're ever in a situation where you need a specific official trail of information, this could really help. Here we see post content and date, student data, answers to any forms questions, parent data, approval, and our parent's e-signature. This second page offers really granular information, including the date, time, and type of interactions this parent has had with our form. There might be times you want to add someone else, like a counselor or a colleague, to access a post and its form's data. In that case, you'll want to add them as a post admin. It's easy. From my homepage, I'll select the gear cog in the upper right of my post. Here we have options. I'll choose plus manage admins right here. Then I'll search for and select the person I'd like to have access to everything within this post. For more on forms, permissions, e-signatures, or anything else ParentSquare related, hit that question mark in the upper right of your screen. Here, you can search our super comprehensive help articles, see what's new, email, or chat with one of our amazing support staff. With ParentSquare forms and permissions, collecting and managing responses has never been easier. The next time you send a form, keep it all in the same platform with ParentSquare. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon, right here at the Square.